So guys, as much as I love to find out about brand new perfume releases and then inform you about them, it's even more exciting for me to actually get my nose onto those new fragrances and then get back to you with an update on them. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing in this video. Keep on watching to find out my thoughts on Gourmand, Mansera, Tame, BDK, Juliet Has a Gun perfumes, and most importantly, which of them ended up on my wish list, which of them I wasn't impressed with, and which of them I've already purchased. So don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and once you're done with that, we can dive right into it. So hello and welcome everyone to today's update episode on those new perfume releases that sounded really exciting to me. So I've already informed you about them in another video, link to which, as well as other helpful information, you will find down below in the description box. So make sure to check it out and drop a comment telling me what's the most exciting new perfume release for you you can't wait to smell. And I will get started with Vanilla Leather by BDK because I'm a huge fan of vanilla, not the biggest fan of leather, and really like BDK's perfume collection. I have 3 fragrances from, but I have already reviewed for you their entire line in a separate video. Today I'm here to let you know about their latest release that I was excited for because of vanilla. Leather is something I'm careful with. However, I've heard some reviewers pointing out that violet should be really noticeable in here, which is great for me because I'm a huge fan of this note since it is always powdery. It adds something lipsticky to the fragrances, and in the opening I could really smell it. It was absolutely sublime. Then I got a lot of white flowers and they are sweetened by vanilla and balms. In the dry down there was even the note of oak wood, which adds something boozy to the fragrances, and very gentle note of leather that is not too noticeable in here, and that's great for me because the fragrance has this powdery feeling, it is cocooning, it is very sensual, and it smells really good. But it reminds me of the perfume I was a big fan of and have been dreaming about, a Lactimos Mercurial Cashmere, for a long time, and have just recently gotten this absolutely gorgeous and glamorous travel kit, and it looks so bougie just as the fragrance smells, and it's super similar to Vanilla Leather. So now I'm thinking if I need both of these, because the Mercurial Cashmere also has this beautiful powdery floralcy that is a little bit woodier in the dry down, and the Vanilla Leather has something a little bit softer and powderier in the dry down. So overall impression is similar, and it would be great to have both of these fragrances. So just in case you know one or another, I'm sure you will enjoy both of these. So let me know if you've already smelled it, and can you actually smell the note of leather in there? Because to me it is so soft, which is good because when leather is too smoky or animalic, I'm not the biggest fan. But with that being said, let's move on to the next new release, this time by the brand New Notes. And I have only one perfume from them, which is this gorgeous holographic musk complexity that doesn't smell like your typical musky fragrance because it has something almost spicy and boozy to it. It smells super sexy. So I was really excited for their new fragrance that has stunning marketing campaign which gives me erotica vibe. Who remembers that Madonna album? So because of that, and because of how powerful this perfume smells, literally in the opening I was like, whoa, this is a spice bomb. I mean, like, not the spice bomb, but it smells like a rose patchouli balm on musky steroid base with the opening of spice explosion. So there was coriander, there was cinnamon, there was geranium. I'm not crazy about those notes. Rose in here is very cool, it is musky, it is very patchouli oriental. So I thought like it's gonna be a great perfume for a special occasion, a party, if you are into that erotic theme and you have a place to wear such bold fragrance, then you might enjoy it. However, I was way more into the next perfume, which is one of the newer releases by Montal, and it's one of my most favorite brands. When I saw the bottle of Holy Roly and the notes, I knew I will enjoy it, and I'm on the fence about it because the neroli part, which is the main part about this perfume, is so bold, and it's kind of cool because I really like this note. In here it's a little bit too grassy for me personally. I like when it is more floral, but it's juicy, it's sparkling. There is so much floralcy about this neroli as well. It's kind of nice that there is also this green part. That's for, I think I will probably get it when we are getting into like in the spring and summertime, because right now I don't see myself wearing such a blossoming and also beautiful, sweet, romantic fragrance that reminds me just a little, just slightly bit of my beloved perfume by Kilian, Love Don't Be Shy, which, you know, is one of the best gourmands out there. This is definitely not as sweet. It is more about flowers and those sparkling citrusy notes. So if you missed the neroli note in Love Don't Be Shy, check this one out. I absolutely love that there is something almost candy powdery in the dry down. So it's a huge yes for me personally, but I was way more surprised because I kind of had like this hope and a feeling that I will enjoy holy neroli, but Fun Femme by Tiemann is something so unexpected for me, also with a note of neroli, more citruses, and they were so mouth-watering that when I first smelled it, I was like, wow, this is something cool, although definitely not a typical love for me, but you know, sometimes it's nice when fragrances surprise you. And there is actually this Accord of Vermont, which is kind of like martini, so it's probably gin, because there is also rosemary with juniper berries and some, you know, musky woody dry down, but it's not like one of those bitter herbaceous fragrances, although it smells more chill, if you know what I'm talking about. The next fragrance from this same like beautiful, almost frosted pale line from this brand, because if you're familiar with their perfumes, they actually look like this, dark and very royal. So these new bottles are definitely a little bit classier and I really like the design, but this fragrance which is called, oh, it's just like a no for me because it smells so masculine, too masculine for me personally. I have nothing against more masculine perfumes, but Bohemian Infusion is just so green and like very classical in terms of manly colognes, like with patty grain, with spices and some ambery tones. I don't like this, and unfortunately I didn't smell the last fragrance in this line, which I think is gonna be my favorite because it seems to be Gourmand. So Bravi has the most delicious notes, and if you've already smelled it, I would really appreciate your feedback. And if you enjoy watching this video so far and find it helpful, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And I want to give a huge shout out to my fellow Ukrainian reviewer here on YouTube, Irina. Thanks to her, I was actually able to smell so many of these new perfumes, just as Mancera's Amore Cafe. And tell me, are you excited for this fragrance? Will you blind buy it? Have you already smelled it? Because I was like almost pulling the trigger and ordering it blindly, but I am kind of glad I didn't, although it wouldn't be a disappointment for me because this is a proper, bold, extreme Mancera's Gourmand with coffee, with amaretto, some ice cream, vanilla, brown sugar, ambergris. I would say it's from that, you know, chocolate greedy, Choco Violet company, but yeah, note of coffee in here is noticeable, which is cool. The note of amaretto, not so much. Probably I needed to wear it a bit more. However, it's really like noticeable. I like that, you know. I've sprayed on my skin around my neck area, so that's probably the reason why I was smelling it more than other perfumes that I applied on my wrists. But it's nice, especially for colder weather, just because it has some nice texture to it. It's kind of like this tenacious and very textural gourmand perfume. So if you love more edible type of fragrances and you want to smell like a snack, then go for it. It's very cozy and delicious. However, the perfume I think I will be purchasing next is by Juliette Hazegan, that I also plan to purchase blindly, but now after smelling it and wearing it on myself, it's like a beautiful skin-like fragrance that smells very elegant and chic, but at the same time it has such beautiful performance with all those sandalwoody and tonka beanish notes. It smells very smooth, a little bit musky, very modern type of the fragrance you can easily throw on yourself in the morning, be good to go, and actually be able to smell it during the day. And I have quite a few of their perfumes. My favorite is Sunny Side Up, and they're really good with those rather minimalistic perfumes that have some woody and musky tones, think about that. Or another good one would be Not a Perfume. They have a musky fragrance. They have a couple of nice ones. These are more delicious that I have, and I think that Ode to Dullness will be the next one from Juliet Hazagan that I will purchase. So it smells very chic, and it actually reminds me of, okay, I need to tell you the story. It might sound weird, but okay, hear me out. I had a friend when I was little, and I believe I've already shared this story with you in some other videos, and her mom was wearing Ceruti or Ceruti 18 something something. It's like their iconic fragrance, and I've never liked it that much, but it kind of smelled nice on her. However, like, my association is they had cats, and the cat toilet was in the bathroom, and anytime I was going there to wash my hands or whatever, I smelled the perfume mixed in the air with all the other cat smell. So yeah, that's kind of like a weird association for me. Plus my boyfriend's mom wears this fragrance, which is like iconic, I get it, but like there is something very classy, maybe musky, maybe woody about all these fragrances. So if you love those very mature perfumes, I think you might enjoy this one, although I've just said that it's modern and I really want to get it, especially since I'm really obsessed with note of tonka bean now, and I can't say like that it's like a full-on tonka bean perfume. I would even say it's more musky or whatever, but it smells very alluring, inviting, very human-like. So that's kind of nice, and I will definitely try to add it to my collection because it's one of the best new perfume releases I've smelled this year. But my favorite I fell in love with at first sniff and have just purchased today is Burritos Animalic. And you guys know how much I love my Animalic perfumes, right? Okay, don't drop it, Yana. A little bit ASMR for you. I'm really bad at this. I really need to practice on that. We don't need that. We need this. Okay, I really like Burrito perfumes. I have a couple of them. And let me know if you would be interested in my collection and maybe like the video in which I share with you my thoughts on their perfumes. But you guys, this is something really special. But oh my gosh, are you ready? It's a 50 ml bottle because I don't need much of it. I have so many perfumes, you know. I would rather buy 2 or 3 fragrances, but I have strong feelings about this one that can even become my signature scent. We shall see, but oh my gosh, you guys, I will be spraying it on. Yes, so it opens with this beautiful and very, I wouldn't say dated, but gorgeous powderiness. And you guys know I love powdery fragrances, plus we have note of violet and mimosa in there, most powdery notes ever, and they are mixed with amber, suede and tobacco leaf. But I need to make a confession. So this is like the softest suede fragrance I've ever smelled, in which this note is very noticeable. It doesn't necessarily smell like the pack of fresh shoes, but it has something a little bit more animalic to it. And it's very, very just alluring and so sexy, because that powderiness gives it like touch of glam. Then the suede gives it something more sexy. Amberiness makes it rounder. Tobacco adds something a little more aromatic, and violet with mimosa, oh my god, mixed with some very gentle citrusy notes. It's elevated and it smells so good throughout the entire wear. But in the dry down, I had a sample of it, I wore it, I fell in love, and I couldn't stop dreaming about this perfume. So I went out, purchased it, and now I will be wearing it non-stop, in and out. Oh my god, Animalic is something you definitely need to check out. Please don't sleep on this perfume. Probably not many people will rave about it, unless prove me wrong, but you guys, it's such a gorgeous fragrance that I'm super happy to wear it, and it has this awesome sillage. Even from that sample, I got asked about it, so that's amazing. Not like a screamer in the beast mode, but you know, there is nothing greater than gorgeous sillage people love and get attracted to. So yeah, I highly recommend you to check out some of these fragrances. And let me know if you already smelled any of them or other interesting new perfume releases I should get my nose on. If you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. And more helpful information, as always, you will find down below in the description box. So check it out. Feel free to shop perfumes with my discounts because that's very helpful. Follow me on my social media to stay in touch. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.